This is a do-it-yourself desoldering gun. There's the pump, here's the cable, and there's the soldering iron. So watch the video and you'll see how we build this. It actually works pretty good. I think I'll probably use a better 12-volt adapter, but overall it does work and it's doing what it's supposed to do. So stay tuned. Let's see how we made this. So this is what I started with. I got a, the old, desoldering pump, which is the cheapy plastic, whatever you want to call them, $5 ones off of Amazon. This I purchased off of eBay. It was about 20 bucks or so. And then with this, I purchased this off of Amazon. This was about, I think it was like 30 bucks. I'm not exactly sure. Double check again, but that's the model number for it. Basically, this is just a pump. It's a vacuum pump. Yeah, look the way it comes. Yeah, but the hose, it's crushed. There's my dog barking. And that's the way that comes. So my plan was to use this. Obviously, it has an input and output, so let's use the vacuum part. And I need to just make up something to attach it to the bulb part. And what I'm thinking in my mind is that, well, I guess hopefully the first thing I should do is actually check to make sure this actually gets hot enough and it works. After that, I plan on seeing how to make this work with the pump. And somehow I try to incorporate, I guess, this to hold it. I don't know. Just follow along. I mean, I got something in my mind, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. But like I said, first let me get a board real quick. Let's make sure this thing actually even does what it's supposed to do. Oh, I just dropped that. And we'll start from there. Let's say that, because if this doesn't even work, then it's not worth doing anything. A lot of the biggest things is the other ones don't get hot enough. So I'm hoping this soldering iron will get hot enough and I can just attach a switch and a pump and do a pre-made thing. So let's plug this thing in and let's see if this will do anything. Hold on one second. So I got a little test board here. Let me see if I can get this in frame here. And let's see if I can try to do a little piece here. Let's see if this thing actually even works. It's warming up. It actually seems like it's actually a lot warmer. So this is just my test board. I've just been pulling some things off of this board. Let me bring it in the frame a little better here. Get this out of here. All right, let's see if this will even pick up something. Let's see what I have here. I think that's a component. Oh wow, it gets hot. Look at that. Oh yeah, it works great. Okay, cheapy little thing, but yeah, it seems like it. Let me try to do it over here. Yeah, it definitely works. It definitely does what it's supposed to do. So my biggest thing is I want to make it so I can make an adapter and, hook up a hose and it's. I'll try this spot right here. Yeah, that works out so well. Okay, so let's unplug it. Let's let it cool down. And I have an idea. So, all right, not too bad. All right, let's see if my idea will work here. All right. Let's get over this way. Let's start by, let's take apart let me do it this way. Let's take apart this piece right here. Let's do it like this. Let's make this a little bit so you can see a little better here. And bear with me here. I'm using my phone. I don't really have a camera yet. I don't have that many subscribers. I don't do that many videos. I'm slightly disabled. I do things here and there, but again, I don't, I don't do that much of it. But anyway, so what my plan is, I want to try to use this to hold the solder. So obviously when I take off the bulb, I need to attach something. So I'm going to try to hopefully see if the hose will go, make an adapter to make this hose fit into here and put a switch somewhere around here to hook it up and see if this pump is powerful enough. This is actually a vacuum pump, and a lot of people said that it's got some decent power, so, which is the other thing I guess I should try, is to hook this up and see if that even works, or if that has any kind of suction to it. Oh, let's see, what do I have as a, I'll use my power supply here. Grab that real quick. Hold on 1 second here. Alright, so this should be the positive part. That'll be the negative. Let's see what we have here. It does have an in and out. It's probably hard to see, but it definitely has some vacuum to it. Alright, well, I think it'll work, because this is what I'm going to use. This is probably going to be the adapter. It's a 12-volt motor, so this is probably what I'm going to use. And what I think I'll just do is, like I said, just somehow hook up a switch, a little button somewhere. Let's see, let's get this thing off of here first. Will this even, you know what, if I heat this up, I might be able to get this to go around this. And what would be great is if I can, well, I want to have that mounted, I guess, as close as possible up here. Let's see. Yeah, I might be able to get that on there. Heat that up a little bit and probably work out pretty good. I can probably get that on there if I heat it up a little bit. My whole idea is to get, it's a little loose too. My whole idea is to somehow do something where I get this somewhat like this to let everything sit in here. But then again too, I got to make up an adapter somehow to get it to go from there to here. And if I'm trying to think of how I can mount this thing. Well, let's get let me grab that thing. Let's do this first. Hold on 1 second. So let's try to do, let's see, where do I want that? I guess about here. Well, let's see, you know what, let's take this part. Let's see how we can use this part right here. So, see what's involved here. All right, it's got a spring, this thing. All right. But what I want to try to do is I want to try to use this container so that it'll keep all the stuff in here, all the solder. The only thing I'll have to do is, this way I can keep the spring in there. I think that helps cool the solder a little bit. I just need some kind of, I guess like some kind of cloth or something, like I think they use like a cotton ball or something so the solder doesn't come through the hose. But what I want to do is I want to use, okay. All right, well, that's how that comes apart. There's a little spring in there. All right, so all I really want to do is I just want to use this part, honestly. I don't need that. All I want to really do is just keep this spring and this part. And this way it'll screw it on, hold it solid. Now, this piece, it looks like it has a hole in the top and a hole through the bottom. What I want to do is, let's see if I can plug that one up with something and see if I can put something in there to get the air out. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I got anything that'll work with this. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. So what I found was I found this little cap. This actually went for an electrical box. Like it was a cover for a cap. Don't even ask me how I even had this. But anyway, I think I'm going to drill this out a little bit bigger. And I'm going to try to actually put this in there and glue that so it covers up that hole. And then I'll have this hole right here. Now there was a piece underneath here that was stopping it from coming through. But I drilled that out. And then I got this piece. I'm going to do the same thing. This is just a little airline hose. This looks like this is kind of tight in here, so I'm going to thread this in there, put some glue around it, and hopefully that should hold, and this will be the suction out. So what I'm thinking in my mind is putting some cotton, something in there, putting this together like this, so this way I can still use this together and hook up the hose to this part. And this will be my output. That'll connect to the pump, and then this part here will go to the actual output of that. So let me take this out first. Let me drill this piece a little bigger. Take this out. Let's drill this piece a little bit bigger. I don't want to go too big, so let me see what I have here. Like, I don't even want to do it by hand. I think I can even... That might be the right size. I mean, it doesn't matter. Even if it's a little big, I'm just going to glue it anyway. But didn't even need much. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what we have here. I might have to do one of those. Almost. You know what? Let me see if I can try to do it like this. Let's take this off of here. Almost. I gotta find my little uni bit actually to don't want to go too much. Again, it's probably going to seal anyway. All right. It's just barely there. Is this one a little bit bigger? No, this one's smaller actually. Yeah, see, I don't want to go too big. I want to try to, obviously, the better the seal, the better it'll be. If I don't lose it first. Almost. Barely. It's almost in there. Just a little bit of it. Just a drop. Let me find my uni bit, get that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so what I do is it's actually a nice tight fit. I like it, so I get some of the old junk out of there. Little shavings. Alright, but this is, like I said, this is a little piece. Just, it's actually really tight. See if I can try to get it without my hands in the way. You can see that there. Okay. That fits really nice in there. Like, it's a nice tight fit. So that should work out really well for that. I'm going to put some glue around it, obviously, just to be on the safe side, but let me clean up some of this stuff, and I do the same thing with this. I'm going to screw this in here. I mean, this pretty much goes in there pretty good. I'm just going to put some tape around the edge. It's actually making a nice seal because of the plastic too. I don't need this though. So because that will be, so I'm just going to slice this part off. Actually, that's bringing it up a little bit. Wait, to go on a grinder. Yeah, this is pretty tight. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the grinder. Just shave a little bit of this off. So yeah, I really like that. That worked out really well in there. That piece worked out well. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on it just to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. I mean, it's sucking out, so I don't think it should be an issue, but you know, let me get a... Same thing around there. Clean that up a little bit. So that's what I have. So this piece will go into this piece still. Hopefully. Yeah, it does. All right, so I probably don't even need this handle part either. Because what I'm thinking is we're going to cut that piece. I'm going to take, because I'm going to have it up here, I would imagine. This hose is just going to get kinked up. And also I don't want the solder going too much of the hose. I think it'll just melt it. So the best thing I would think is just that. Do I even need this tip on here? Well, let's see. How does that fit on there? Yeah, that's like a really big fit. I mean, obviously I'll put a wire tie around that. Or, will this hose fit in here? Well, then if I do that, it's... Yeah, that's not going to work out. All right, so the whole idea is to, I guess we'll put it close as possible. So it'd be something like that with a wire tie, I guess. And then what I'll do is just have the other hose. Oh, actually, I can do something like that. Go down here. Because I still need a spot for a button too. I wonder if something like that would work. And I could just put the button right here. Run the hose down the cord with it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. I think I'm going to try that. Let's go with that way. Let's try a wire tie. I mean, I guess the easiest thing to do would be really easy just to give it a shot and try it. Get another one on there too. Oh, just moved you there. Just felt it banging into you there. All right, let's move that up a little bit. All right, so I think I lost some footage here, but what I did was, I'll try to show you here. I just hooked up a switch right here. Nothing crazy, just a little push button switch. As you can see here, it's actually doing that. I've ran the wires down there, and I just hooked it up to a pump. And I just put the little plug right there with a 12-volt adapter, just right here. So basically, it's just going through, and you know, I'm actually, actually it fell over. So I'm actually warming up now. So let's see if this actually works. Let me move this in a little bit more. Like I said, I'm using my phone here. I don't have the best camera part, but let's see what we can do here. After it gets warm. A little noisy, and I'll have to do something. I'll probably mount this somewhere. It's actually not too bad though. I mean, if you hold it, it's really nothing. I'll take out some screws, make a bracket, but I guess my biggest fault's going to be is that spot right there. As long as the air is going to hold. In fact, I'm going to put another wire tie on that like that, and hopefully that'll hold it like that. Get him out of here. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for the best, but I'm expecting the worst. Let's put it that way. I don't really think this is going to work out, but I could be surprised. Oh, you know what? I didn't put anything in here yet, but I'm going to put a guard pad, I think. I think I'm just going to put something like this and just wrap it up, although... Oh, let me try it first with that. I don't think anything's going to happen, but yeah, this will let it come through a little bit, and then I'll just put this in there as a... to stop the solder. Although I wonder if by the time it gets here, it's already going to be cooled. I'm not really sure, but let me see if I have a light that might show this a little better. Actually, I'll just try to zoom in on the area there. See if we can get this spot right around here. Might even be able to hold it in the air. I'm not even sure. Let's see if the tip is hot. Yeah, tip is hot. Oh, sorry about that. All right, let's put it down here. Let's try to do this. Let's find a spot. My hand shakes so bad. But it's because it's the leverage part. In fact, let me see if I can try to put it down here. Let me get a better light or something. All right, well, let's see if you can see that or not. You can see, here's the, try to do this. As you can see right there, put it on there and then just suck it right up. Let's go to this one. It's having a problem with this. There it goes. Let's see, what do we have? We'll do this one right there. Looks like it did it there. Did I get it there? There it goes. Actually, yeah. Let's see. Yep, there it goes. It took it out. I guess it's going to be a little bit get used to. I might do a little bit more of a 12 volt instead of this little thing because I think it'll work out better, but it's working. I mean, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's it's definitely doing what it's supposed to do. So anyway, let's see what happens. So anyway, thanks for watching and enjoy the weather. Talk to you soon. Any comments, likes, anything, let me know. Like and subscribe. So anyway, thanks for watching.